Welcome to another video. This is a sponsored video from AllPowers. They sent me one of their power stations, the R600, and here we have it today. We're going to unbox it and talk a little bit about it. Before I open it, they have the spec sheet listed right here on the side of the box, and so I'd like to go over some of the specs with you for what this power station is. First off, number one and most important to me is the battery chemistry is a lithium iron phosphate battery. Anything less than that really doesn't appeal to me quite as much anymore, unless it's a banger price, just because the lithium iron phosphate battery has such a long life in comparison to regular lithium and even worse, lead acid. Just one thing to look out for. The battery capacity is 299 watt hours, which is very comparable with the Bluetti EB3A and the River 2 power station. It weighs 12.8 pounds, and the dimensions is it's 11.2 inches long by 7.6 inches and 7.5 inches. A really good size unit overall. As far as the AC input, the maximum that it can receive is 400 watts. Now this is awesome. On the DC input, it can accept anywhere from 12 to 60 volts, which means you can hook solar panels in series to charge it in series over parallel, which would be my preference. If I had two solar panels, instead of connecting them in parallel, I would definitely want to connect them in series because you're able to charge a little bit sooner as the sun starts rising, and as it starts setting, you're still able to charge a little bit longer. And on the DC input, it's a 300 watt max. And if you're wondering, you can also charge it from your car. This power station is rated all the way up to 600 watts of output, which for a unit this size is pretty standard. That's what the EB3A offers, and I'll have to check on the River 2, but it's right around that as well. And then of course it has the USB-A output up to 36 watts max, and then the USB-C output that actually has a 200 watt max. So that's quite high for the USB-C. And the DC output port from the 12 volt is 10 amp max, so you can get up to 120 watts, and that's pretty typical. Very similarly to the Bluetti units, this one does have a wireless charger of a 15 watt max, but pretty cool that it offers a wireless phone charger in the unit itself. And I always like that because then you don't have to worry about carrying cables with you if you don't have it. So if you're out and about, you've already got the unit in the back of your trunk, your phone's dead, and you're out camping and you need to charge it, you can just plop it right there on the power station and off you go. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and unbox it and check this unit out. And right as we start, we can see some nice construction in the box. We've got the warranty card and the manual, I'm sure, inside here, and some nice styrofoam to protect everything. Oh wow, that is actually a really nice bag to carry the cables. I like that. And here is the unit itself. Very well protected inside the box and all the styrofoam. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Looking over the unit, we've got the carry handle on top with, let's not forget, that wireless charging pad right on top. And if we look at the front, we've got the screen illuminated. We're at 59%. We have two USB-C chargers, two USB-A, two 3-prong outlets with dust covers on them, and they kind of cinch right up in there like that. Two extra DC ports along with the main DC port that you can use to power like a 12 volt fridge or light or fan or whatever. They do have the light on the front, which I do like that, just for emergency purposes really. There's no low or high, you just tap on, tap off. And for the USB section, that powers on. Okay, so just kicking the inverter on, kick the fan on just for a second, but I was happy to know that it immediately shut off and doesn't run the whole time you have it on. That tells me that when you plug something in, as it draws a heavy load, the fan is probably going to kick on to cool it down as needed. So if it's not pulling a heavy load, it'll shut the fans off. So that's that side. If we look at the right side of the unit, this kind of reminds me of EcoFlow. You've got your AC wall input here, your reset button. This is the AC overload protector. And then this is the XT60 connector, which once again can receive up to 12 amp max, 12 to 60 volts. So 300 watts is what they rated it for. And that is on the right side of the unit. So the fans, you can actually see all the way through the unit from left to right. And these vents, they're kind of green tinted to go with their branding, I'm sure. But there's nothing on the left side. The bottom lists more of the specs of the unit. So that is handy to have it there in case you forget. I am noticing that there's a Bluetooth symbol at the top. Apparently you're able to connect the unit to your phone and control it via your phone, which that's pretty cool. Of course, it gives you the battery percentage and battery bar, which I really like. I do not like when they give you just the battery bars, 1, 2, 3, or 4 out of 5 bars available, and so you have to guess how full the PowerStation actually is. So I do like that. And then of course they show you the input and the output, how many watts are going in or out at any given time. And then below they have an estimated time remaining. So right now it's at 59%, so it's estimating 4 days if you leave it on without powering anything before it dies. Or if I turn this light on, now it's showing that there's 2 days left before the unit will die. So if you charge this all the way up to 100% and had the light going, you could probably get a couple days out of it. And of course you don't need it during the day, so if you just used it during nighttime, you could get quite a long time out of this. So very cool. Now let's go ahead and see what they gave us in this bag, which once again, I really like this. This is a nice quality bag. The 2 cords that I care about. This is the wall adapter for charging from your wall into the unit to charge via AC, and you can charge up to 400 watts max using this cable. If you use this cable, you charge from your solar panels. These are the MC4 connectors, positive and negative, that you can connect right into your solar panels, and then that runs into this XT60 connector via the DC, and this can handle up to 300 watts. Well, I should say not the cord, but the unit itself can handle up to 300 watts of incoming power into the unit. So it looks like if you want to charge it in your car, you're probably going to need to find another cable that has the XT60 connector and the DC connector that you can plug into your car and charge it that way. But for the most part, this one is number 1 for me for using it for solar. And then this is secondary to charge it at home. And of course, we've got all of our fun doodads here. Visit us on Facebook, AllPowers. And we've got the instruction manual here in multiple languages, but we do start off with English. And there is an application that you can use your phone with to connect with the unit. Pretty cool. Looks like the airflow runs in from the right side, out from the left side, goes this way. So thanks for checking out this video. This is the AllPowers R600 PowerStation. Big thanks to AllPowers once again for sending this unit out to me. I hope you enjoyed this video and this was helpful. Just for reference, you can buy it on their website or you can buy it on Amazon. On Amazon, it's listed right now at $200 with a 10% off coupon. And just as a comparison, I want to point out that the Bluetti EB3A, which is a comparable unit to this, is listed at $299 with a $90 off coupon. So this one effectively is about $30 cheaper than the EB3A. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button down below and consider subscribing. I really appreciate it as I keep working hard to grow this channel and provide more valuable content for you. With that all being said, I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.